Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. First and foremost, a very happy Leo season, a very happy birthday to you, Leo. We are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the month of August. Now, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, as well as the Rider-Waite Tarot and the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. It is still the case that less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you do watch my content regularly but you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps me out in a big way. All right, let's make sure everything's in view here, and then we'll get right into it. We'll take, let's see here, we'll take 3 of these oracle cards to clarify as we go along. And all right, energy on the bottom, you have the Hermit. So the Hermit is really a card that asks you to work on, well, it can suggest that you've been working on self-mastery, Leo. You've been looking to become a sage. I always like to say that the Hermit is somebody who is on the path of the sage. They're becoming wiser day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute, right? They are about growing their knowledge, about growing their wisdom in this lifetime. And the Hermit does suggest potentially kind of going into a period of like self-study or isolation where you are doing some type of self-study and kind of reducing the outside noise to the best of your ability. It's certainly helpful when you get that Hermit energy to do something like that. So yeah, definitely like to see the Hermit here on the bottom for you, but let's go ahead and let's dive into this a little bit more. Let's see what you might be learning about here. Let's see what you might be studying here in this month, Leo. So first and foremost, really like what I see here for you. You have a really nice reading, but first and foremost, in the overall position, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles comes forward as some type of new beginning in your life. Some of you here are looking to plant some type of seed, right? Plant some type of seed. This could be in a business situation. This could be in a move. You know, this card comes forward when you're ready to sign off on documents such as like mortgages, rent agreements, car loans. It can also come forward like if you've accepted a new job offer, made an investment, sold a house, all of those sorts of things. You can see the crops here on the card. Crops in tarot represent harvest and abundance, always a good sign. And you know, when you get this Ace of Pentacles, this could even be a gift of cash, or it could just be a gift generally kind of coming towards you. And for you, I think that this could be a gift, but I also think that this could be, like, we need to take a look at what this gift could be. Like, it could be something about knowledge as well. You could be also earning the gift of knowledge, although you do have another really nice Pentacles card in the future. So you're getting some type of new start here. This is around knowledge. This is around maybe even using the knowledge that you have to take something or to start something, to get started on something, to plant a seed, do something like that. So yeah, definitely like how this is starting so far. Now, in the beginning of the month, you have the Six of Wands, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the Two of Swords here showing up on the board. So really nice energy. Some of you could be very clearly here taking a job offer. The Page of Wands represents some type of offer coming into your life. It's definitely the biggest card indicating a job offer because Wands is the suit of career, work, enterprise, but it's also potentially about you getting energized, you getting excited, realizing that this is Leo season, this is your time, this is the summertime. This is a fun, passionate, exciting time. And it's possible that some of you here are kind of getting the gift of energy as well. Energy to start your goals, energy to, dust off that resume, send in some applications, maybe make a move, make a shift. I don't know if I see a huge move here. I do see a new beginning. I do see that this is connected to knowledge, to learning, to the material side of life in some way. But, this is about you getting ready for something here. And it's like you start off this month with a whole lot of energy, not just from the Page of Wands, but also from this Six of Wands here. So the Six of Wands is really a major card of victory. It's the second victory in the suit of Wands. It says that you can accomplish great things right now, or you've even accomplished great things, because the thing about the Six of Wands is this comes forward when you triumph over the conflict or the difficulty of the Five of Wands. This person's being publicly recognized here as well. I do kind of see you being in the spotlight, especially as the month starts off here in August. I see you being out in front of people. I definitely see the wins showing up for you. It's interesting, and what's interesting as well is this upper row is the row of your thoughts. So I almost feel like a very strong sense of visualization. Like, I think that some of you are visualizing the wins. You're seeing the wins stack up. You're visualizing things in your life, and that's really kind of allowing the container to be filled with wins, with victories for yourself, the container of your mind. And, in this lower row, you do have this Two of Swords. There could be something here that you really want to communicate on, but for whatever reason, there's like just a roadblock in that coming forward. The Two of Swords can say that there's like you're feeling a little bit restricted in speech, or that you're in this blindfold energy here at the beginning of the month, where it's like I would double check, triple, quadruple check any documents that you sign this month. Particularly, I'm getting something about a car loan. I know that's very specific, but this is not financial advice, but I would just, if that's something that you're doing, I would double, triple, quadruple check, because this can mean that you're maybe missing something. The Two of Swords says, take a look at, achieve clarity in your life, come to a place of clarity. This is true if you are moving to an apartment or getting a loan or something like this here. There's definitely loan energy with the Ace of Pentacles into the Ten of Pentacles. That certainly could be the case for some of you here. So just something that's kind of coming to mind. Now, in the middle of the month, you have the Hierophant, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and you have the Four of Cups here. So what I really like is we have this diagonal forming. So the Ace is the seed that you plant that eventually grows into something big. You can't get to the castle, which is represented by the Ten of Pentacles. Castles in tarot represent rewards and riches, and the Ten of Pentacles is like you being in the castle, but you can't get to the castle without first starting, right? And so at some point in this month, I get the sense that if you have not already, you will be starting something that you can sort of see will eventually down the line bear fruit for you, right? So I talk in metaphors when I'm doing tarot. So it's like, it's not going to literally be a castle, but it's like whatever you are sort of planting at this time, you're getting started on it. You're getting started on it. You're planting something, and you can see the fruit that it will sort of harvest for you in the future. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is something that is traditional. This could be so many things. The Hierophant could be religion. It could be university. It could, because it's tradition. University is like traditional higher education. It could be your 9-to-5. It could be a big business. It could be an old school mentor. This could also be marriage. It's one of the big marriage cards. It is possible that some of you are thinking about starting there's definitely like some of you here maybe thinking about starting a family, but you're probably approaching it in a different way, where it's like you view it as like an empire, right? Like you view this as like a big part of your life, your family unit, as like more of an empire or something like that, when you get the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles together. So some of you that could be certainly what you're getting started on. I don't necessarily see new love. I see love strengthening, if that's something that you are looking for, or if that's something that you're here for. But I think that this is more about the material side of life. I think that this is more about those areas at this time. You do have this Four of Cups. I think maybe just taking time to reflect. The Four of Cups is not my favorite card because it can bring about boredom and apathy. It can say that maybe boredom is holding you back or chaining you to something. But, this could also be about reflecting and kind of coming to a place of reflection for yourself here with this Four of Cups. And so I think that this is something about you visualizing. Okay, I think visualization is extremely important for you at this time. Being able to sort of see the outcome, see the reward, see the success, I think is something that's showing up pretty heavily here in the cards. Now, towards the end of the month here, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Strength card. So again, I've talked about it a lot here, but this upper row looks very healthy to me for you, which means it seems like your thoughts are healthy, in a healthy space. They are kind of aligned towards success, towards abundance, towards good situations here. Ten of Pentacles is really like one of the biggest cards of abundance, right next to the Empress. And as I've said, you can see that they are in the castle here. They have made it, right? And so, you don't have one of these cards, but in other, like throughout the tarot, there are castles in the distance. And again, that means that there's some sort of reward that's yet to come. Well, like I said, this Ten of Pentacles is you sort of achieving the reward and actually being there. And so remember that abundance, at least when I talk about abundance in my readings, it doesn't mean like, money's going to fall from the sky. But what it does mean is that it's more about the thing that you've been wanting or the thing that you've been manifesting coming true. And it's also it's heavily associated with your mindset. You get to decide, if you want to think thoughts of abundance or think thoughts of scarcity. The Ten of Pentacles in the upper row to me suggests that you are abundantly aligned towards a mission, towards a goal. You're planting it, you're seeing it grow, you're seeing it in your mind's eye grow. You have the Three of Cups here as well. The Three of Cups is definitely a big message of positive social situations. This can represent your social group, your friends, your family members, other people involved. It can just represent joy and celebration, kind of enjoying the summer here and really enjoying this period of time and reflecting on what you want this. I would say, like, after this reading, like, reflect on how you want the rest of this period of time this summer to look like. It's your time. And then especially so because you have your energy here showing up as the Strength card. The Strength card is the major card of Leo. You can see the lion. It's about bold. This is about being confident, being assertive, and most importantly, overcoming any sort of internal obstacle that may be placed in your way or maybe holding you back in some way. And so, yeah, I definitely like to see this. This looks like you will certainly be celebrating some type of victory, some type of reward that you've gotten started on here. So let's go ahead and see what these three Kipper cards are. So you have Official Person, you have Sudden Wealth, and you have Poverty. All right, so this is about your mindset. This is not about losing. This is about your mindset moving out of poverty mode and your mindset moving towards abundance mode here. As I've talked about, you have Sudden Wealth. I would avoid get rich quick schemes to the best of your ability. I know it's tempting, but I would really avoid that. But I would say that there could be like something that suddenly just changes in your thought process here, where you may even have like a heart-to-heart with yourself where you say, you know what, I don't really need to be thinking that negatively anymore. I don't need to be thinking that way. I think some of you are maybe coming forward. The other thing is some of you may be looking for a job in this month because you have Official Person. Official Person is my human resources card. And, if you do get a job, if you've ever moved jobs, you know that you need to work with human resources in order to negotiate contracts, get started, all of that sort of thing. And it is possible that this could come suddenly, or this could be surprising to you. Maybe you put your application in for a dream job and you weren't expecting it. So I definitely like to see that. You have the Eight of Wands, you have the Eight of Cups. You have the Eight of Pentacles, 888. Wow. Okay. So there is abundance here for sure. You have the King of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I was not expecting this, just like I feel like there's something unexpected or surprising that's coming in for you that could be very nice during this month here, Leo. But 888, that very rarely happens. If you take, well, first and foremost, 888, go ahead and do some research on that number when you're done. But if you take the number 8 and you put it on its side, that is the infinity symbol. And that represents abundance. 888 is a major message of abundance. It is one of those cards associated with material situations in numerology, or if you're like into angel numbers or anything like that. It says that there's like infinite power, there's infinite possibilities in front of you at this time, Leo. And I definitely like what I see here for you. You have this Eight of Wands, something coming in that's surprising, something that's coming in quickly. Something that you're not expecting here, something that happens so quickly that it sort of sweeps you off your feet. When you get the Eight of Wands, it's accelerated motion, it's things moving ahead. You have that Eight of Cups as well. The Eight of Cups is somebody walking away from a disappointing situation. You know, I think this is dropping the negative mindset that you may have had in the past, because it looks like this month it's very important for you to adopt a mindset of abundance. And the Eight of Pentacles is really about your skills, talents, abilities, and your ability to sort of really be well provided for, or really kind of, you know, derive income or derive money from your talents, your skills, your abilities. And, you know, this is the biggest card of a talent to find in the tarot, so it looks very good. Then you have this Death card, which is about a transformation. Okay, whatever you can't see here, you will definitely see this clearly in the future. There's definitely some type of ending. I think that this ending, by the way, this is not about death and dying, this is about transformation. With the Ten of Swords and the Death card, this ending is about you kind of moving out of scarcity and moving into abundance. And then you can see the Ten of Pentacles here. You can see the castle in the background, again, illustrating what I was talking about earlier. This is you really achieving some type of reward, something that you've been looking for, getting what you've been looking for here in the future. So really love this reading for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.